Welcome back to our channel. We are getting ready to go to Alaska. We are sailing on an Alaska cruise on Celebrity Cruise Line, and it's our first time sailing with Celebrity, and that means dressing up a little more.
It's also our first time going to Alaska.
Yes.
So packing was, I haven't actually packed yet. We're gonna pack with you, but figuring out what to pack, for me, was really hard.
Let's show you guys what we're bringing to Alaska on our cruise. We're so excited to share all this stuff with you guys.
I'm excited to tell you about what we're bringing, or what I'm bringing, because I feel like I did a pretty good job of, well, I haven't put this in my suitcase yet. I think at the end of the video, I'm gonna try to make sure this all fits in the suitcase and show that to you, but I started with way more than I'm bringing. Like, for example, I started out with 5 dresses. And I just looked at it and how big that pile was, and I was like, there is no way I need 5 dresses. So I came up with a philosophy of, Chris is laughing at me.
You're going laughing. Deep with this.
I have a philosophy that I'm using, which is mix and match, versatility, and layering, which is the main thing you hear when you look at Alaska vlogs and read blogs and look it up. Everyone says you need to layer because you don't know if it's going to be like somewhat warm and sunny, which I guess for them would be like 75 degrees. To us, that's like heaven, nice and cool in the summer, or if it's going to be cold and raining or anything like that. So I'm going to start with how I'm going to layer. I'm bringing 3 pairs of jeans. I think I might put it down to 2 if it doesn't all fit in my suitcase, but I think 3 pairs of jeans. I have several, and I got a lot of clothes at Keens. I have several just basic long sleeve t-shirts like this. That's the bottom layer. I can easily roll these up if it's hot. I'm only bringing a few short sleeve t-shirts, some for Seattle, and I do plan on buying some stuff when I'm in Alaska, some t-shirts. So that's another way I'm trying to pack lighter, is by knowing that I'm gonna buy a few things when I'm there. So the bottom layer is the long sleeve t-shirt. Over that, I have a nice puffy warm vest. So that can be kind of warm if it's not too cold out.
The nice thing about the vest, it'll keep your core warm, which is what you want.
Yeah. And then we bought these, we got one for both of our daughters. Chris and I also both got these fleece zip-up sweaters. So this can go over the vest. I did try this all on, it works. And that will be keeping me pretty warm. I could also go without that and just do this basically windbreaker type rain jacket. It is not super lined, but with the layers underneath, I'm hoping I'll be warm enough.
With that vest and the fleece, you'll be fine.
I think I'll be okay. I have these hand warmers. We've actually had them for a few years. I got them at Costco before we went snowboarding a couple years ago. We have tons left, so we will be packing mini hand warmers, and that can be the last thing that can help keep us all warm. And we will all be wearing layers too. I did buy a lot of clothes for this trip. Where we live, like right now, it's 103 degrees. So having sweaters on hand is not that normal. Of course, in the winter, I will be wearing sweaters, so I can wear these then, but I bought a few sweaters from Keens also. And these are short sleeve sweaters. I got the charcoal gray one and the pink one. I can wear these with jeans. I can wear these with my black skirt. And I know that they are short sleeved, but I bought a few scarves also that could work like a shawl. So I plan on using these with the sweater if I need it, and also with some of the dresses that I'll be bringing. So I have a black scarf shawl, which also I could add to my layers that I was talking about earlier, and a purple one too, just because I love purple.
That's pretty.
In addition to that, there's just a few more t-shirts and a little bit nicer shirts that I can mix and match with both jeans and the black skirt that I brought. So I'm trying really hard to multi-purpose the clothes and be able to mix and match them so that I can best use my packing space.
Yeah, I think it's called like a capsule wardrobe.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. And I really like simple colors like that anyway. Those long sleeve shirts, I think I have 5. So hopefully that'll be enough. I decided not to bring like a hoodie sweatshirt because I really want to buy one in either Seattle or Alaska. So just to save some space, I'm starting without that, and then I know I will end up buying something like that there. Based on the videos and videos that I watched and blogs that I read, I brought a few other things. Really thick moisturizing lotion. I guess your skin can get really dry there. I also heard that chapstick is okay, but lip balm is better. So I have lip balm. Here's another body butter kind of thing I have. I have one from Trader Joe's and one that my aunt gave me. So hopefully we will not get super dry skin. Apparently, one of the most important things to bring to Alaska is bug spray. I was actually on the phone with a person doing like a consultation the other day, had a little conversation about the fact that we're going to Alaska on a cruise, and at the end of the phone call, he was like, if you don't get anything else out of this conversation, bring bug spray to Alaska. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't actually have it ready to go before then, but I have 2 cans of bug spray and I have some bite relief balm just in case.
Yeah, and having two cans of spray is going to be really helpful because we actually have 2 separate staterooms.
Yeah.
One for you and I and one for the girls.
And that is because we were sailing on Celebrity and not Disney. Basically, the price is about the same with 2 rooms than it would have been for one on Disney. Even less?
Oh, way less.
Still less to have 2 rooms on Celebrity.
I mean, full disclosure, I think we got both these rooms for a little over $8,000. Wow. Maybe $8,500.
Wow.
And one veranda room on Disney was like $15,000, $14,000, something like that.
So our 2 rooms, which one of which is a veranda, is less than probably an inside stateroom with Disney.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and we got the girls an inside stateroom.
We did.
And it's like just down the hall from us.
Yes. Something else really important I'm bringing is the game that we have become addicted to, well, especially Lindsay and I. If you don't already play this with your family, you can play this with as many people as you want. It doesn't actually have to be an official Nerds game, but it is so much fun. We play this all the time, and we're definitely going to play this on our cruise.
And we get a little bit too competitive sometimes.
Oh yeah, it can be almost violent. Just kidding. I feel pretty sure that our rooms will have blackout shades, but just in case, I'm bringing eye masks, and we will all have eye masks just in case because, you know, it gets dark really, really late. And then I'm super excited to look for wildlife. So we have 2 pairs of binoculars that we're bringing, and I don't know if you've ever been on a trip where you needed binoculars and you didn't have any, but it is so sad. So I'm excited that we have the binoculars. And probably more important than that is passports. So I should probably get those soon.
That would be good.
I didn't even pull those out yet.
We have those.
Of course we have those, but I just realized I'm thinking these are the most important things, and really the passports are probably the most important. The last thing I want to talk about is shoes. This was the hardest part for sure. Like I said, I have 2 dresses and 1 skirt. It's Alaska, it's gonna be cold, but I don't want to pack like big clunky black fancy boots, which is what everything online told me to do. So I'm bringing these. I do not want to bring them. I don't even like these shoes, but I feel like, I don't know, I need something kind of nice. And I would love to bring, I'm wearing these right now, these sandals that I wore when we were in Hawaii. I could wear these with like a Hawaiian dress, but I don't think they will go with like my nice black dress and my...
Are you gonna bring those to just wear around?
I will bring these to wear around. So altogether, I have 4 pairs of shoes. I have the sandals I just showed you, the nice sandals, and then I actually bought some Vessies. These are the ones that are always advertised as waterproof. I don't think they're that cute. I don't know, it was hard. I also have my hiking boots. So I feel like I have too many shoes. I think I want to get back to you guys and let you know how this went with my 4 pairs of shoes. I just wish that these reef flip-flops I had were fancy enough to wear with like a nice dress to dinner, because then I feel like all my problems would be solved, but I don't think they are. The last thing I want to say is I always feel like it's so important to pack light, because every time we go on a cruise, I overpack. And when we're in the Caribbean, it's not that big of a deal because the clothes are so small. But with these clothes, they're bigger. And so, I mean, really, when I started, I had probably double the amount of clothes. I know I kind of said that at the beginning of the video, but it was, I think, helpful to lay everything out and then really think about what I truly think I'll need and what I won't. So I told Chris I would love to come back afterwards and talk to you guys and tell you what we actually needed and what we actually used, and maybe what we should have had more of and what we could have done without. I feel like for me that would have been a helpful video to see, because I did feel pretty confused about this packing, and everything I have here is based on watching a whole lot of videos. So I hope it's helpful for you guys.
I'm gonna show you now what I'm bringing, but before I show you all of my stuff, I wanna take a moment to say thanks to Tolaccea. They are a company that reached out to us and asked us if we'd like to work with them on some of their travel gear. That always piques my interest. If someone wants to work with us, especially when there's travel gear, I always like to look into it, study up on the company. Is this something that we'd actually use, whether or not like we worked with them? And they were kind enough to just send me samples of some of their products that I used on a work trip. And after I used that, I got back a hold of them and said, yes, we'd love to work with you. I loved your product. I loved what it added to my travel experience. The thing I love about this backpack is it's not too big. I have a travel backpack that I got when we went to Europe last year, and that thing was fantastic for what I needed it for. I think it's about a 40-liter backpack. This one's a 30-liter, so it's gonna work a lot better as like a day pack and bring it with me on the plane. I love how durable this pack feels. It is made from a water-resistant material that is also made from recycled water bottles, so it's environmentally friendly, and it will keep my stuff inside dry, which I'm really, really happy about. Let me show you just the basic design. It's called a clamshell design, where it opens up fully, and it has a really great laptop pocket right here, where I can just throw my laptop in here. Has a little magnet where it just kind of closes it up. You can put a tablet in here, and it keeps it nice and protected. It's EVA padded all the way around, so it's nice and sealed, nice and protected, which is fantastic. Plus, there's a lot of other areas here, pockets, you can store stuff, and I know I'll definitely be using that. It's also got double YKK zippers here, and they're lockable as well. You can lock these up if you're worried about security. They're nice and tightly sealed here, so it's got multiple layers of protection. This big old pocket right here is also just, it can fit a lot of stuff. You can also take this flap here that's really solid, and you can push it down and it locks in there. So it creates a nice flat bottom. So when this thing is full, it will like stand up on its own. It's got a bunch of pockets in here, as you can see, that gives you some good smart organization. There's actually a hidden area here for a tracker. If you have an AirTag like we love to use, the AirTag can slip right in there. This is a great quick access pocket. I love these because I can slide my phone and my AirPods right in here if I'm waiting in line for the TSA pre-check line to run through security. If you don't have TSA pre-check, you can open up the bag and quickly access your laptop, lay it out flat like that, which is always really nice. There is also a pocket here to put some wet items. If you have damp items like a small piece of clothing or toiletries, you can put those here, and it actually has a little vent right here to let it get some air on it. There's actually a little bit of a hidden pocket right here on the right side with a little bit of a hidden zipper where you can put keys, you can attach them to this tag so you don't lose them, and you can put anything else in here that might be helpful to store. This is just such a great backpack, and I love how it has these extra straps here. If I have a sweater on or sweatshirt on and I can't fit it in here, I can roll it up, put it in here, get it nice and tight. Got little loops here. I can put a carabiner on if I just want to throw something on there and add it on. And you also have these side pockets here on both sides to put a water bottle, an umbrella, anything that might be helpful to put there.
That backpack is super cool. I feel like this would be a really good backpack for Lindsay since she's gonna be traveling to school. Our local airline, you have to pay extra for everything, but you can have a personal item for free. So she could probably fit that under the seat.
Oh, right. Easily. That's one of the things I love about this backpack. I have one I use for work travel, and it expands and it can get really big, but it won't fit under the seat all the time. But this one definitely will. So I'm excited to have it for that reason, but we might get another one of these for Lindsay because there's plenty of room in there, especially with maybe some packing cubes to add a little organization. You can put a few things in there for her to have just some clothes in there just for a few days away. I think that might be a really good idea. If you've followed our travels before and you've watched a packing video from us before, you know that I love my packing cubes. It's like essential for me, and I've actually made Carrie a bit of a convert.
That's true.
Especially when we went to Europe last year.
Oh yeah.
When we stayed in a hotel for just a few days at a time. It made getting in and out and unpacking and repacking so much easier. So I'm about to show you everything that I packed for Alaska that's already rolled up and put in these packing cubes that Tolaccea sent me that perfectly fit our luggage. So this 6-piece set works perfectly in a 28-inch suitcase. The first thing I could tell when I got these is they're really heavy duty. Like they're not thin and wispy, and they're not gonna fall apart really easily. They feel very heavy duty. It's ripstop nylon. They're actually water resistant. I tested it the other day and I ran water, turned the water on to our sink and I put this underneath and it beaded it up and it fell right off. In case your luggage gets wet somehow, believe it or not, it's happened before. I don't need to worry about that with these packing cubes. It has really solid zippers. These are my pants here. I got one pair of jeans that I'm bringing. I also have a pair of walking hiking pants that are waterproof in case it's really wet one day, so I'll probably wear those on wet days. And then I have nicer pants. I mentioned earlier, this is Celebrity, and one of the things with Celebrity, you are supposed to dress up a little bit nicer for dinner. We're taking them at their word on that. Actually, I have one more pair of pants that I'm bringing with me to Seattle that aren't like nice pants or anything. They're just kind of lounge pants. So, and I could totally fit them in here, but I put them in there since if I need them when we're in Seattle. This has a really nice compression feature where you can open it up all the way to put your stuff in, and when it's time to seal it up, you close the lid, and then you wrap this compression zipper all the way around, and it flattens it out a little bit more, and it makes it so it's nice and structured. One of the things too that I really like is I don't know if there's a name for this, but the way they sewed the bottom of these, it keeps its shape for the most part. The thing I love about that is it makes it really easy to put together in your luggage. So it all kind of fits together. It's all modular, so they all, size-wise, it's like Tetris. They kind of fit together really well. A few other things I'm bringing. I don't need to show those. Those are socks and underwear. All of these pieces come in the 28-inch set, minus another really big one that I'm actually not needing. This right here is a fleece, same one Carrie got on Amazon. Mine was cheaper for some reason. It was only 15 bucks, which is amazing for a fleece, and this feels really good quality. I have my packable rain jacket. This thing is amazing. It's the brand is Marmot, and I've had this jacket, I think, since I went to, I've had this jacket for, gosh, I think since 2014. I've had this thing for a long time.
Lots of travel, right?
Lots of travel, and it's still waterproof.
We're gonna link all of the things that we bought that
as
are new,
much as possible.
Because we also got both the girls' new rain jackets from Amazon, and we got lots of stuff. So we'll share it with you.
And this is all folded up, but it's a sweater. If I'm dressing up, I want to be able to put a sweater on because again, we're going to be in Alaska.
You're not going to wear a shawl like me?
Nope. These are all my shirts plus my polo shirts. So undershirts, polo shirts, swim shirt, t-shirts, my merino wool shirts that I'll probably wear multiple times. And I only brought I think 2 or 3 shirts that are like normal t-shirts that have print on them because we're planning on buying t-shirts maybe at a cruise port or in Seattle or something like that. The thing I love the most about merino wool, not the cost, because they're expensive, but I consider those an investment because those, depending on where you get them, I actually have gotten more recently merino wool shirts from Keats, and those I think are like 40 bucks. The way that merino wool works, it has this naturally occurring material called lanolin inside of it, which actually helps it wick sweat away from you, and it stays fresh enough to where you can wear a shirt multiple times and the odor doesn't build up in it. I've worn merino wool shirts 3 or 4 times sometimes before I washed them, and they don't stink, and sometimes I sweat in them. Sometimes I'll rinse them out and let them dry.
It made me really nervous when you were talking about doing that for our Europe trip. I was like, that's really weird, but it was fine. And you washed them in the sink sometimes because we were on that trip. But it wasn't ever like, oh, Chris is wearing the same shirt again.
And the thing is, they didn't feel gamey or anything. Like, I know at the end of this day, this shirt, I'm not going to wear it again. It's going to feel gamey. It's going to feel gross. Those shirts are like, they're just amazing. And so when I say they're an investment, it's something that's so helpful when you travel because you don't have to pack as many shirts. And then the last piece, so I showed you 5 pieces. The ones that were this big, and there's 3 of those, and there's 2 of these, but the 6th piece that they send you is this. This thing I think I'm gonna love. It is a laundry bag. Not one that we would put up in our cruise bag, but when we're packing up to go home, throw your dirty clothes in here.
Nice.
And they will likely smell. And you just roll this up, cut off that stinky smell, and tuck it in your bag like that. Tolaccea sent us a code for you to get a discount. And so you'll see the code on the screen. You'll also be able to go in our description of our video to find it. But use that code to check these out. And if you like them, use that code to get them. You get a nice discount. So these are a pair of shoes I got on Amazon. They're Columbia's, and I am so excited I found these. I've wanted to get a pair of hiking shoes, not boots, but hiking shoes that I could also just wear as like athletic shoes. And these are like hiking trail shoes. They're waterproof. They have out dry technology, so it's supposed to keep my feet dry, which is all I care about. If it's gonna be a wet day, I don't wanna have wet feet and wet socks. And then these are also another pair of my fancy shoes. Just a scuff, that stinks. I've had these for a little while, but I really love these, and you can tell by the soles, I rarely wear them because I don't dress up much. But these are great if I just wanna wear something nice. I don't love them because they're heavy. That's probably what I'll wear once or twice when I'm dressing up. These shoes I'm on the fence about. I got these on Amazon. I've needed a pair of like a new pair that's clean, some really nice white shoes that I can wear with some nice clothes. Sometimes I'll probably be wearing these for work either way after the cruise, but I'm pretty sure I'm bringing these. But these will go with some of the clothes I'm going to wear to dinner. It's just hard because I don't have one pair of shoes that I can wear for nice stuff for everything I have, and that's the bummer. So I probably need to bring both of these sets of shoes just for nicer stuff that we're doing. But I do love that I have these to wear for pretty much everything else. And this is my melon hat box. My friend Adam turned me onto this a number of years ago, and I've used it almost on every trip we've ever gone on. We have a cat here. I'm actually wearing one of the hats that I'm gonna bring on the cruise, but I have a few other hats here that I'm gonna bring, so I'm gonna throw these in here. This way they don't get crushed in the suitcase. I'm glad I'm saving some space with my packing cubes so I can put my shoes and my hat box in there. We also have another pair of binoculars, USB, USB-C power bank that plugs into a normal outlet. These are travel hangers, and these were super nice to have. So I'm bringing these again. Always got to have earplugs because you never know. Glad I saw these. These are cruise magnets, and although we're not cruising on Disney, there are other cruise lines where people do put magnets on their stateroom door. Plus, it also gives you an idea of which room your room is. I got these. I got two of them because we're gonna have two staterooms. So I love the design of this one. I believe this company also makes Disney cruise magnets, but we'll link the shops that made these magnets in our description of our video. But I just love like the outline of the state of Alaska. You see a big old X, which is like Celebrity's logo. See the Celebrity Edge, that's the name of the ship we're sailing on. Super fun. And then these are just random, like on Glacier Watch. Put that out on Glacier Day. Life is better on a cruise. Alaska cruise. A bear. A bald eagle. Salmon. And looks like a killer whale. State of Alaska map, and just another Alaska. These are just fun random magnets that we'll be able to put up on our stateroom door that will make it just a little bit easier to identify and just make it kind of fun. These are luggage tags, and because Royal Caribbean owns and runs Celebrity Cruise Line, the luggage tags are the exact same shape. And what we did for our last Royal Caribbean cruise is I went on Amazon and bought these cruise luggage tag like holders, and we kept them. And so I love it that we get to use them again. And you print these up from your Celebrity account after you do your online check-in, and you fold them. They give you instructions on how to fold them. You don't need this, the plastic pouch. You can just staple it, but I like to have a little more protection on it. And it also has like a braided wire loop here that you can unscrew and screw to put it on your luggage. And then we also have here some European like travel plugs. And the great thing is you can pop these out, plug these in, and then you have two areas here you can plug in. Pretty typical plug, a 2-prong here, a 3-prong here. And you have two USB-C and one USB-A plug sets right there. And this is Vintar. We got these on Amazon. And so these just give you a few more options, because normally you wouldn't be able to use a European outlet, but every cruise ship has one. And so this kind of gives you the chance to utilize that outlet in a way that's going to help you charge your stuff. This is a travel charger that I absolutely love. It's an Anchor, and I have a little handy pouch that holds it all. But this is so amazing. It just pops up like this, and there is also a Apple Watch charger there. So you put your Apple Watch here, AirPods here, phone goes there. I love how small it is and how compact it is. And it does come with a plug and a cord where you can just plug it right into the wall. A couple more quick hits here on what we're bringing before we start wrapping things up. This is our hamper that we use every time we go on a cruise. And we've had one of them, and it's done us well. We're getting 2 staterooms for the first time on the same cruise. So we're able to use this that the Payets, our friends, gave us when we went to Oahu recently. They gave us a little like a care package. And this was one of the things they gave us. And I love it because we're going to have some Disney with us on this cruise. So yeah, it's great that each room will have one of these.
We'll see if the girls actually put their stuff in there.
It will be interesting to go into their stateroom and see the condition of it.
Well, they also, yeah. I will stop commenting now.
These are also essential. These are hooks. They're metallic hooks, so you just put them anywhere on the stateroom wall. They're metal, made out of metal, so we can just put these up. I like to hang my hats on these, and maybe you can hang up if you have a lanyard with your key card or whatever. I don't know what celebrity calls it. Disney, it's Key to the World card. Yeah, they're great for that. Carrie wants to talk about these.
I knew you were going to bring up that we're going to bring our Dramamine and our Bonine, which, you know, we don't get super seasick, but we have had some, like a little bit when it's rough seas. So I love to have it.
This also knocks you out at night.
Oh, that's true. We usually take the Dramamine at night and the Bonine during the day. Yeah. But I am going to buy some Pepto-Bismol pills because there is something scary going on right now that you've probably heard about in the news, and I'm so terrified of it.
It's real.
So terrified. Well, I don't know how real it is. It hasn't happened to us, thank goodness. Yeah. But I'm like, I love to eat salad, and I am not eating salad right now. I'm so scared. So, but just in case, we're going to bring like a Costco-sized thing of Pepto-Bismol with us.
We don't have to use that.
I hope not too.
All right, I'm going to take the camera. I'm going to show you a couple more things, and then we'll start wrapping up. All right, this is just some of our vlog gear. This is our case made from Skyread. I got this on Amazon. This is where we put our DJI Osmo Pocket 3, our vlog camera. This thing is perfect. It keeps everything organized. I put our micro SD cards in here. I got our battery handles, our tripod, and the cover for this thing. And you don't see the camera because I got it in my hand. That's great. Our DJI mic mini pack right here. We're actually using our mics right now, so we can't show this to you, but that's also coming. This is our classic Sony ZV-E10 vlog camera right here. I'm going to see if I don't need to bring this lens. This was the lens we used on our very first Disney cruise, and that's the only time I've used it because it wasn't the best lens. I got a better lens after that. Thanks to you guys, because usually the money we get from like our views and from Google or YouTube goes to like get stuff like this to just help the vlog be a little bit better quality. Anyways, I'm gonna bring this camera because I got this new lens for it, and I'm not gonna use that as a vlog camera. I'm gonna use that as a still camera, and I got this nice 70 to 350 power Sony G lens. I'm very glad we were able to get this lens, and I can't wait to take some, hopefully, really good pictures with it. And you already saw me talk about my MacBook, my laptop here. I got some Beats Studio Pros here, and then also my AirPods. And this is my charger for my laptop. All this stuff's coming with us. I'm going pretty simple on this cruise with vlogging gear, so thankfully I won't have a ton to bring. That also means I won't have a ton to lose. This is my TomTalk camera bag. I love this thing. It's so versatile. I put this over my shoulder as a crossbody bag. You can also use it as a fanny pack, but I love how it's constructed. It works really well. Just put our DJI Pocket 3 in there, and it's just easy. I can put a few other things in there. You can see a pen and some other stuff. This is also my tech pouch. This is a Peak Design. It's the small. I love the size of this because it's not too big. It doesn't have too much going on inside of it. You can see right here, it's just a few pockets, few areas here where I keep hard drives and anything I need to access in the seat, like in the airline seat that I'm in, whether it's a charging cable, hard drive, Advil, just anything I need for quick access when I'm in my seat on the plane. It's a couple of days later because we need to put all of our stuff that we just showed you a couple of days ago in our suitcases. So we've done that. This last weekend, we actually were in Santa Cruz and we did a YouTube live video there, and we connected with so many of you. It was so much fun. And I want to encourage you to go watch that if you haven't yet, because in that video towards the end, we talk about all the fun things we're looking forward to doing while we are in Alaska. But let's show you what our suitcases look like now that they're stuffed. All right, here's my backpack. It's full of everything I want to bring on the plane with me, along with my vlog gear and just a few other things. I got my sandals that I want to have access to these when we get to Seattle, because it's going to be 90 degrees when we're there, when we land. Here is all of my stuff in my suitcase, or at least half of my suitcase. You see I got my shoes here. I put some smaller items in this pair of shoes, so that way I can just try to save some space. And then this toiletry kit is going to go there because that's the best way I can lay flat. And then on this side, I've got my hat box, binoculars. Down here, I've got a few of my packing cubes along with my rain jacket and a few other things, but we've got everything ready to go. This is actually my packing cube for all the stuff I'm going to wear while we're in Seattle. So it keeps it nice and separate and make it really easy to get into.
Hello, well, you just saw Chris and now here I am. I'm not quite as organized as Chris, but I still am.
If only you had some really amazing packing cubes.
I do have packing cubes, but they're not all fancy like yours. But yeah, I had to get rid of a few things once I was finally putting things in the suitcase. But I think I have everything I need. And I actually did all of my stuff for Seattle in one packing cube that's coming on my carry-on. That's also just in case they lose my luggage. But I'm gonna wear my hiking boots on the plane. I'm gonna wear jeans on the plane. We're leaving at like 3:15 in the morning, so I think jeans will be fine. But once we get there, I'm changing into shorts. For Lindsay and Alyssa, who are 18 and 16, and I've been doing this for a few years, what I do is I do a note in the note app, and I just give them an idea of what to pack, and I make it like a checklist so they can check it off. Now that we've learned that people in our family tend to forget their contacts, I always remember to add that to the list.
You're welcome.
Hopefully we have everything we need, but if not, I know that we're gonna wanna buy stuff when we're there, and I'm so excited. It has been a crazy month. We have been so busy, and so packing ahead of time, getting everything ready was really helpful, and yeah, I'm ready to go.
Well, we are pretty much ready to go. The girls still need to get a little bit packed. Like you said, they're working on it, which is great. We have one more full day before we leave for Seattle. We'll be in Seattle for a few days, and then we board the Celebrity Edge. Again, make sure you go check out the part 2 of our live, because on that part of it, we talk about everything we're gonna be doing in Alaska. We're so excited. And we both had to lighten our load based on everything we showed you in the last video. Like, I'm not taking a garment bag with like long sleeve shirt and things like that. I'm gonna go a little bit less formal in the dining room.
Yeah.
Just because it's a little bit hard to pack stuff that's just gonna be used for like once or twice.
Mostly the shoes, right? I mean, the nice shoes you were bringing were taking up a lot of space and you're only gonna use them a couple times.
My heavy black shoes, like my formal dress black shoes, and yeah, a couple other things that I just went a little bit lighter on. It worked out perfect too, because I zipped up my luggage and my suitcase and I weighed it. It's like just under 50 pounds.
Yeah, that's another really helpful thing we have, which is the little weighing thing.
Yeah, we take that with us.
We take it with us. We use it before we go. It saves a lot of a headache.
Yep, definitely. And one thing that I'm a little bit nervous about is I don't have a lot of extra like room or space for anything we buy. We'll have to give that some thought. We might bring an added like duffel bag or something like that we can throw stuff in. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I think we're
gonna buy a lot of stuff. So if nothing else, we can always do like a reusable shopping bag and bring those on the plane with us.
That's true.
Since we're checking these bags.
Want to say thank you again to Tolaccea for working with us and sending us this amazing gear. I used the backpack this last weekend when we went to Santa Cruz, and it worked out so good. I'm so glad I have that for our trip to Alaska. But make sure you check out the code. Again, if that's something that you think will help you, you'll get a discount and you'll help us and support our channel.
Thanks so much for watching our packing video. We are excited to be able to share I shouldn't say all of our adventures, but a lot of our adventures with you in Alaska and in Seattle. So make sure if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, maybe hit the notification bell if you want to be notified, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.